Howdy, folks. General back to you. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about marriage now. My daddy told me, he said, you'd do a whole lot better if you'd wait till you're about 35 years old before you get married. You only want to be married one time. God says when two people are married, they become one flesh. They're no longer two people. They're one flesh. Well, I paid about as much attention to that as I did a bug flying across the room. And I screwed up. Royal. All right. Before you marry somebody, you need to go with them, date them, not live together with them. Don't shack up. Red Fox, an old comedian back 25, 30 years ago, he used to call it a Samsonite marriage. Shack up. You don't like each other, pack up. Well, that doesn't get it with God. You live where you living at, let her live where she's living at. Now I'm talking to both of you now. She needs to find out about you, and you need to find out about her. Okay? What kind of family life did your future spouse have? How were they raised? What were their values? Or did they have any values? What type of system were they raised in? Were they a member of a strict family, where they didn't allow any drinking and no smoking and no cussing and a whole bunch of church and all that stuff? I mean, that sounds real good, but a lot of times the kid will take it the wrong way, and he or she will go off the deep end and be a lost ball in high weeds. So you can't go completely by that, but you need to know what the way the child was raised. Did they crawl out the window and run off with their friends all the time? That type of thing. And then you need to find out where their kinfolks live. When you marry them, are they going to be making long trips to visit their kinfolks? Because that's going to get expensive. Okay? Have that in your head ahead of time. Since we got cell phones now, we don't have to worry about long distance charges, but used to be if you had somebody living a long distance away, your phone bill is going to be high. That's something else you had to keep in. But now, if somebody lives in another country, you're going to have international calls, so that's still going to play a part. Because your future spouse is going to be calling and talking to their family. Okay? Oh, let's see. There's a whole lot of things that you need to find out about your future spouse. The way they look at politics, for one thing. If y'all are into ball, you don't want to have two different teams fighting each other. You beating the dickens out of, two football teams or something or other, one against the other, and y'all are passionate about it. that could get bad. And then two, you got to check on your blood type and see if blood types would bring children in maybe with the Down syndrome or non-compatible blood types, where your seeds, your kids are messed up to start with because of blood type, or all their XYZs are messed up. Because you definitely don't want to start out somebody in a bad shape to start with, and they have to live their life out messed up. There's a lot of things to think about before you say I do. Are you going to be compatible with the other person? Is the other person going to be compatible with you? Are your morals right? If your morals aren't right, your life is going to be hell. So there's a lot of things to look at. Don't just say, oh, I like you, let's go get married. Wrong. You ought to go together, date one another, be honest with the other. Don't put on a show. If you're sour grape, don't act like you're sweet as honey. Don't act. Be yourself. Both of you. Take you a bath. Put on a little bit of aftershave or a little bit of perfume. Honor the other one. So, be nice to one another, but show your real self. Don't act like you're something you aren't. Because when you're dating somebody, you're trying to learn that person. And if that person is lying to you and you all marry, it's not going to work worth a darn. You got to be honest with each other. Learn each other. If it works out, marry. If it don't work out, end your courting. Still be friends, but don't mess up and get married. Because that's one of those things in God's eyes. And you shouldn't be having sex either. Because when you join when two people join, you become one flesh, whether you're married or not. And if you're not married, that's adultery. And that's breaking one of the laws of the Ten Commandments. And God don't like that. All right. I hope y'all use this little bit of wisdom and share it with your future spouse. That way, both of you can learn each other and see if you're going to be compatible with each other before you say I do. All right. Love everybody. Y'all like and subscribe, hit the bell, make comments. This General. I'm out.